Good morning. There's two bits to this video today. One, what I'm going to do is Mick sent a message saying put a yellow filter over the lens and see if you can see the crosshairs better. So that, of course, that's what I'm going to do now. And the second part is me helping one of the viewers to set up his scope with his rifle. The point is, as you know, my rifle was a sub 12 and his rifle was a sub 6, so there is a bit of difference. It's a shame that I haven't got his rifle and scope here to do it, but to do this in your back garden is really a no-no, you know. It can be dangerous, and it also can do damage to other people's property if it goes wrong. So I advise anybody not to do this, although I am, because well, it's alright trying to explain to someone. I think showing them on a video might help better. So actions speak louder than words, so that's what I'm doing today. Okay, taking a chance. Right, I'm going to turn the video scope on and have a look at this crosshair target through this yellow lens. Oh yeah, look what's happened here. Way out of focus. And it just won't focus. Well, I don't think that's going to work. Just lift this lens cap up. Now that's in focus, so let's put this back and see. And that's made it out of focus. Look. Yeah, that's strange, isn't it? I've not even videoed. Let's start the video. Right, okay. What I just did was I put this lens cap on, which is a yellow lens cap, and if you look, we're in focus. Okay. We're in focus now. If I put the lens cap over, it's completely out of focus. So I'm sorry, Mick, that don't work unless I get a clearer lens cap. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Right, stop the video. Turn the scope off. The trouble is at the moment it's too early. I can't do nothing. It's only 7:30. I'll run down what I'm going to do. As you know, this scope on number A is for the Crowell MPO3. If I change the profile to number B, that's for the Beeman. Then C, D and E is clear, so I'll be putting this onto C So the x-axis on 0 and y-axis on 0. So it's a fresh profile. And just down there on the concrete is my point of aim. Now, if it all goes to plan, my first pellet will drop round about here, and I'll take 2 shots to make sure. So I'll be aiming at the point of aim, and I imagine the pellets will be dropping down to there somewhere. Okay. And then I'll take the scope off. Turn it off. And then I'll take the scope off and put a 1mm shim. Got my calipers here. I'm going to put a 1mm shim. You can see the gap under the front. Now, he said it was shooting low, and what I'm hoping for, where my 2 pellets land, and they should be in the same spot, I'm hoping for a minimum of 1 inch gap between my pellets, top or bottom. That's what I'm hoping for. Whether it'll work, I don't know, but that's what I'm going for, okay? Because this is a all-in-one piece, this mounting bracket, it does act like the no-limit mounts where it would be seesawing, you know? And yeah. So come 8 o'clock, I'll give it a go. So the first part of that video, testing this yellow lens out, that didn't work. Also, he did say about putting a yellow paper down there, but I haven't got one. Right, okay, what I've done, I've just cut up some strips of, I don't know if you have Chinese takeaways and they come in little plastic boxes. I've just cut up the strips of the lid and the measurement. Well, the measurement is around about just under 1/4 mil thick. But what I'm first going to try is a bit of cardboard. It's folded twice. That's 1/2 mil. And so fold it over again, that's 1 mil. So I'm going to try 1 mil first, and then go from there. Okay. What's the time? Let's see. 55. Okay. So we'll get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is go into the menu and change this for C, so it's a new profile, and then I'll take a shot at my point of aim down here, see where the pellet lands. Okay, so turn the menu on, turn the scope on. I'm going to go into menu, into reticle adjustment. Right, that's on A, which is the crown, so I'm going to turn it onto the next one. Oh, not like that. Right, that's A, that's B, and now I'm going to go into C, and I'm going to OK it. Right, so now I'm 0, 0 on C. So I'm going to take my first point of aim to see where the pellet goes. As I say, I'm hoping it'll go down there, about there. Safety. Record. I must remember to press record. Okay, so point of aim. And I'm hoping, as I say, to go round about there. And that's about there. So I'm going to take a second shot to make sure. Right, okay, so that's my point of aim. Now I'm hoping when I make this adjustment, it's going to go either higher or lower. Okay, so I'm going to turn the scope off because I've got to take it off now. Stop the recording. Turn the scope off. Now I don't know how long this video is going to take, but it's just one of those things. Now this scope is mounted to my dovetail rail, whereas the Beeman, when it's on, is mounted to the Picatinny. Right, so I'm going to loosen all 4 screws when I get the right key. I'm going to go one revolution. That's one. That's one. That's one. And that's one. Okay. So you can see now it's like a seesaw. Okay, so now I can put it back on the rail. Or stick this one bill in first, I think. So I'm butted up now to the edge of the screw underneath, so that should be raised. This is the awkward part, putting it back on the rail. No, the front's not on. Right done. Anyway, that's, as you can see, it can still move, so I'm going to hold it down when I shoot. Right, okay, I'm going to start the video. And I'm going to hold that down and aim at my target and see where that pellet lands. See that? That's shot high. See it? So that's 1 mil. And that's shot high. Which is a good sign. So we'll take another shot at that. And it's gone into the same pellet hole. And that's about what I wanted, an inch above that. So really it's an inch above my point of aim. So that's what I would say, 2.5 inches above. And that's on 1 mil of cardboard. So if I take the cardboard out, take the cardboard out, just took the cardboard out, so there's no cardboard underneath that at all, and I want to go to the point of aim again but hold this down steady, and it should land there, I hope. Well, it's landed there, okay, so I'm not completely flat. Try again. And that's there, okay. So really that's the video over. So that's that's 1 mil, which has lifted it up. So if I go 2 mil, I don't want to go too far, because if I go too far, well then it's going to be way over the top. So that's about 2 mil. Right, okay, so we'll try that. It's about 2 mil, okay? So I'll hold it still again. I'm not quite sure where that went, so what I'm going to do is come over the same mark there and see where it shoots. Oh, is that shooting up there? Right, let's come down to this mark here. I'm not quite sure if it's shooting into that or what. But there's a pellet mark up there. And I'll take that out. 1mm cardboard. Holding the scope down quite heavily, so see where my crosshairs are, in line with my point of aim, but I'm coming over. I can't be holding this down properly. There's sitting concrete down there somewhere, I think. I'll have to zoom out. Right, okay. I have to make sure, you know what I mean? So, as I say, it's all down to trial and error. Let's come this side. Yeah, that's shot there, see it? That's way down. So I'm not holding this scope flat down, which has got to be absolutely flat down. So what we'll do, we'll go the opposite way, back. And that was the last shot. Go quick, didn't they? 12 shots. Right, now we're going to go the opposite way, so the cardboard's in the back. So that's lifted the back up. Point of aim. Didn't see where that went. Fresh bit of point of aim. There. See that, how it's lifted that up? So 1mm is come down there, and also doing it at the back is gone up there, and that would give you enough adjustment okay, another little test. At the moment I've got the cardboard on the back, so now what I'm going to do is stop the video. Okay, I'm going to go into menu and I'm going to adjust that reticle. Right, okay, so I've got to go on the point of aim. Now I've got to be absolutely still, and I'm going to bring the x-axis to the right. Right, now I've got to guess. Right, that's X52. I'm guessing this now, and now I've got to go up. what's going down. Right, now I'm on the white, I'm on minus 135. So now I'm going to OK it and save it. So now I'm going to shoot, put the video on. Now I'm going to shoot near my point of aim. Okay. And there it is. See it? Directly in line. I'm aiming now. I'll do it again because that's got to come over. And don't want to go over to the left, it wants to come to the right. Right, okay, so I need to come to the right. So I'll stop the video. And I'm guessing this, I'm going to go into reticle. Adjustment, yeah, and I want the x-axis, and I want it to come to about there. Okay, I'm going to save that and see what happens. I'm on x-axis now is minus 18. Right, okay, start the video. And we're going to go next to that point of aim. Don't forget, all this is still loose, so see that? There it is. Right next to. So let's go to the point of aim. And that's it. That's it, the point of aim. So it looks like. Oh, stop the video. It looks like you need to, if you're shooting low, you need to adjust it at the back of the scope, 1mm. Yeah, 1mm. If you're shooting high, it needs to go to the front of the scope, 1mm, and that should give you enough then elevation to adjust your crosshairs. Now it don't work on your sub 6. You might need to add another bit of shim, say 1.5mm. You know, where that's 1mm, take that to 1.5mm, and it should be then okay. Right, now I can take all this off and tighten it up. As I say, it's to do this, it's very, very dangerous in your back garden, because if you do too much and it hits your fence, it'll go through your fence, and then you're breaking the law because you're pulling it's gone into someone else's garden. And not only that, if for argument's sake, where's my loop here? If for argument's sake you hit someone's house, well then of course you've done damage to the property. You know, so but as I say, when you turn that, just give that one complete revolution. On these things, yeah. Yeah, it's now what I've got to check for is my scope still on target, so I've got to put it back to number A, okay, and then try it. Right, go into menu. Vertical adjustment, and now I want to change that back to A. Right, I'm back to A, and I'll save that. Okay, so that's it. All I've got to do now, turn the scope on. Not turn the scope on, recall. See if I'm on target. And yes, it's gone through that hole. So pleased about that. So that one there, I think. Yep. Do one there. Yep. Right, cross there. Yep. So I'm back on target. That pellet worked. Yep. That was the last shot. And also the end of this little review, I suppose, on shimming your scope. And I had advised the person who I'm doing this for is to download this video and keep it on your computer so you can go refer back to it at any given time instead of going onto YouTube and doing it, okay? But as I say, don't forget, my rifle is twice the power of yours. You know, sub 12 against a sub 6. I really need to have the rifle and scope and really test it, but yeah, that's not going to happen. But it gives, this will give you some idea of the thickness if you need a minimum of 1 mil, okay? Never mind about what people say about, oh, you know, you cut a tin can. Well, a tin can is only about 1/4 of a mil, no thicker than what these are. No thicker than what that is, and that's 1/4 of a mil. If that. It's alright when you're doing shimming scopes, yeah, when it's like this, you know, where you can shim the inside. Now, when you think about this here, oh, that's a 30mm hole. So this shim, this shim is 5mm. So it means when you put that on, you can put a 25mm inch scope on. Yeah? And that's the difference. You know, don't take no notice about what people say about oh, cut a tin can up and stuff like that. No. See? That 25mm now, and that 5mm is going in and it slots in there, meaning you can have two scopes. Take the centre out and put a 30mm scope on, or a tube 25mm. Okay. Anyway, that's the end of the video. A little bit more. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, just give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next shoot. See you later. Bye.